farmer.
Yeah, when Crowder was talking about the black farmers,
and
he's like, no, you go ahead.
It's like this black guy and black girl. The black girl's wearing like a pink ski mask.
Yeah.
And they both are holding like pitchforks, and the black guy's like got a do-rag on, and it's just a super racist caricature, basically.
They're like, black farmers are gonna get discounts, and then they start going, yeah, well, all we make is meth, motherfucker. Like, they start doing like this voice, and they're like making meth jokes, which is like, first of all, that's white people.
It's everyone.
It's white people.
White people make it and sell it.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying black people don't do meth. Yeah. But if you're...
Meth is like a very...
If you're white and you're making racist jokes about black people, why did you jump to meth? Because you want to get rid of that stereotype that white people make meth. When we all know the stereotype is white people making meth, okay? That's what we know. Black people do ganja. They smoke the ganja.
They do crack.
Yeah.
They do crack.
That's kind of like everyone.
Yeah.
Too.
Everyone does all of it. That's the thing. It used to be that coke was like the rich people thing, but now everyone does coke. So everyone does everything now. There's no... The only people who solved racism are the drug dealers. And if you asked a pothead what would solve racism, they would say, let's all just get high.
Yeah.
And they might be right. They might be right.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Oh, yeah. I was saying Christian comedians. They're just Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder's a Christian comedian, a.k.a. a racist. That's what he is. Spicy pineapple. It's good. It's very delicious.
It is pretty good.
Yeah. I can't remember I can only remember the joke about I don't like abortion unless it's for gay and black people. But I was making a bunch of jokes about Christians being racist and what they would sound like doing stand up while we were working out in public.
At American Fitness. Which, as you can already tell, there's like fucking...
It's fine.
Well, yeah, but like all over the...
It was funny, okay.
Yeah. But like all over the wall, there's like Back to Blue and military stuff and like Jesus loves you all over the place.
It was like, I love my son unless he's a faggot. And that was like the whole joke. Like, that's what Christian community... Because I was making fun of Larry the Cable Guy. Which, okay, you know who Larry the Cable Guy is, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Shane
Shane
knew of him. Yeah, well, Shane knew of him, but didn't realize, like, the name or anything. And I was like, it's Mater in Cars. And so I was trying to be like... So then I started quoting, like, the racist stuff he said, because that's where my mind always goes to first. And he
Because you're racist?
He called Muslims, like, ragheads and stuff. And, you know, it's funny. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
It's like Christian conservatives are like that and feminists are like that. Where, like, if you watch, like, a feminist stand-up comedian, instead of saying jokes, they just, like, say facts and everyone just claps. But the difference is that when, like, they're Christian conservative stand-up artists, they don't clap. They actually laugh when you're just saying, like, racist stuff.
Yeah. Just be like, I fucking hate black people. And they're like,
I saw a black boy today, and I said, pull your damn pants up. And everyone just goes crazy. Pull your damn pants up. That's what I said to him. Yeah, that's stand-up comedy.
I saw a black guy driving a car, and I said, how the fuck did he afford that?
Now that he should be arrested for how much money he's got. The funny part is, then the cops did arrest him. Everyone starts clapping. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, yes!"
That's
so
so
true.
funny. Yeah.
I like this character. He's like super racist Southern man, and his catchphrase is, "It's funny because it's true." He just says something horribly outlandish. But I mean, that was like Jeff Foxworthy wasn't racist. He was just sort of like playing to his base. He was like, the joke was about him. It's like how Chris Rock makes a lot of black jokes, but it's like you know, you laugh because like you're a part of the joke. That's how Jeff Foxworthy is. Like you have to be a part of the joke. But like other ones are just like straight up racist. Especially during like the 9/11 craze in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
People were just mad at Muslims.
Yeah.
People are still mad at Muslims.
Yeah, it's too easy to fearmonger. It's so easy.
Yeah, just be like, Muslims did 9/11.
Now how
We
you
fucking hate them.
how you explain that?
Yeah.
Who's gonna come?
You want 9/11 too?
This is the Southern episode.
You want 9/12?
You want 9/12?
Now listen.
They're gonna wait till 9/12 to do it. Every 9/12, I'm terrified.
That's why I stay away from them Muslims.
I go to Mexico every 9/12 because I ain't gonna be there when the bombs drop. Okay.
What are you gonna say? I don't know.
This no, but my friend one time, military people were like, we sacrifice our lives for your freedom, blah blah blah. It was like a gay person be like, this is my flag, I earned the right to carry this flag. It was like the gay pride flag, and this military guy was like showing all of like his medals and shit, and he was like, I sacrificed my life for you to carry that flag. And it's like, what's your point exactly? First of all, no, you fucking don't. You don't do shit.
Yeah.
You don't. Nothing what you're doing over there affects what we're doing over here at all. See, now other people in the past, they fought for our freedoms. You did not.
It's like we haven't actually fought for our own freedom since World War II.
Yeah.
Maybe Korea.
You know what?
Like you could almost
Oh, yeah.
argue Korea.
You could argue Korea, but
Vietnam?
No.
No. Like
we were just defending
Desert
capitalism.
Storm? Yeah, no. Like
Yeah. Everything in Iraq and Afghanistan, no.
Who you can really thank for World War II is like the Russians, who they sacrificed a lot of people
Yeah.
for the Allies.
I mean, that's what Stalin liked to do. Though.
Yeah.
He was just having a good time.
Well,
honestly.
He's
the
like, don't worry,
Russian-
I will use quantity over quality.
They like outnumbered the German army like 100-1.
Yeah.
The Germans were like super well trained and shit,
Yeah.
and the Russians weren't. They kind of were shit. So they're just like, well, let's just fucking send 1 billion of them at them.
Yeah.
They can't take all of us. Like,
When the Germans would be trying to defend a line, and then the Russians would just come in so
Yeah.
broad that they couldn't. They would just like envelop them.
Yeah.
Completely surround.
they would
Or
just,
Mother Russia,
they would
man.
just use manpower to fucking beat them. Like, yeah.
For Mother Russia.
They just use numbers to win. Also, they just like the Germans tried fighting the Russians in winter, and the Russians were like,
Russia's like, we bleed winter.
yeah. And the Germans were all freezing to death.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they tried to invade Russia.
Yeah.
In winter. Yeah.
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 Stupid Germans. Fucking stupid Nazis. There's like, people always talk about like, there's a lot of great scientific work the Nazis actually did. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you...
That's true.
It's true.
Where?
They like made,
NASA.
yeah.
No,
they
but
made like microwaves.
No, but those guys,
toasters, like,
no, but that didn't come from like the horrible shit they did. Like
The horrible shit they did led us to more medical research
I don't think so.
because of
I don't think-
basically how much
I don't think there's any proof of that.
methamphetamines can the human body withstand. They would pump Jews full of
Yeah.
amphetamines and then
no,
like,
it
horrible
wasn't.
shit, like,
It wasn't the Jews. They would give their soldiers meth.
Yeah.
They would do that too, but they would after
The-
they tested it on the Jews.
But from what
they would-
the research I've read is like all the human all the stuff that involved like torturing people, like torturing Jews, didn't really lead to anything. It was just
Yeah.
like
I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it did lead to shit. Just like
I don't
why
think-
we gave
I'm pretty
Japan amnesty for the rape of Dan King is because they had they found out a lot of shit about how long it takes to kill a human in certain ways and certain anesthetic qualities, and it's terrible, and they shouldn't have been given a free pass just because they had that information. But they did get a free pass, and they did have that information.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. The Nazis trying to create clones and do everything else they did with torturing Jews led to nothing. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, they would, like, they did, like, crazy shit. They thought twins could, like, had mind powers and shit, and
Yeah.
they basically wanted to find a super weapon. They wanted to find a nuke before nukes exist. They were working on their own nuclear program, but they were searching for the spear that stabbed Jesus while he was on the cross, and they were looking for the
Are they looking for the Holy Grail or something?
Yeah, they were looking for the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, they're insane people.
Yeah. They
They
thought it would be like a holy weapon to win the war or something.
I know. Yeah, and I know scientists from Nazi Germany just switched sides and started working for NASA after World War II.
Yeah,
Or the Russians, or
Right.
yeah, probably the British. I've never
Well, and
heard
that's-
that, but I would not be surprised.
A thing about America is like we had all the best inventors, but they were all immigrants. Like a lot of like the best inventors that came here were just from other countries. I mean, obviously they came here, but I'm saying like a lot of them aren't homegrown in America. But America just attracts people to it, and it's because of like our taxes and wealth and stuff. It's what benefits people to come here is money. So like it's just like a funny thing because like other countries who have to like compete with us, it's like, well, we're not really competing fairly on that front.
yeah.
Right.
So it is interesting. But no, the Nazis were not. I don't think they were that beneficial to the human race at all. I don't think they really contributed anything.
No.
I just think it's dangerous to look at bad people and assume automatically that they're stupid, because
I agree.
there are a lot of incredibly brilliant, incredibly bad people, and a lot of incredibly stupid, incredibly good people.
I agree with you,
Generally.
but I think when people look into it, they find that the Nazis didn't really accomplish much.
Yeah.
Not on a large scale, but on
Well,
like the V8 rocket is how we ended up with getting to the moon.
Yeah.
But like they also just killed all the Jewish scientists.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, like they almost killed Einstein.
Yeah.
Einstein would have been dead.
They should have, because then he created nukes.
Yeah. He didn't want to.
Yeah.
He knew it would have been horrible.
I think people thought it would.
He didn't directly.
What did we think at the time? Did we think that we were going to for sure use them or not? Like what?
Oh yeah. I think so.
We definitely did once we could.
I think right when they were made, we were just itching to fucking use them.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, I
Well,
guess they
Einstein-
tested nukes
Einstein-
and stuff, but yeah.
Einstein wasn't even on the Manhattan Project, was he?
No.
No, he just created like the theory or whatever.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, if you split an atom, that's a lot of energy.
That wasn't even him though. That was
No, he definitely came up with like
he led to the discovery of the theory of it all, and then people put the pieces together and blah blah blah.
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg, yeah.
Heisenberg's the one who came up with that theory though, of like, hey, there's a lot of energy in this shit. And then I think Einstein kind of expanded on that in some way.
Yeah. I don't know everything about, even though this podcast uses nuclear energy, like nuclear images as our logo. I don't actually know a lot about that part of history.
Really?
I just think nukes are really, really, really horrible, which is why I like. It's like Batman. Batman's afraid of bats, so he wears it as a symbol. I think nukes are probably. I hate war and warfare, and I think nukes are like I can't believe we used one on Japan. I can't believe we did that. So
I'm still getting over the fact that we used napalm and Agent Orange in Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
we used mustard gas in World War I, right?
Yeah.
And then it got banned after.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah. Yeah, we just do horrible
We
things.
also used trench shotguns, which were banned.
We would just firebomb like schools and hospitals in Vietnam. I mean, we just killed a lot of fucking innocent people.
Yeah.
And then we lost.
Yeah.
We killed a bunch of innocent people for nothing because we couldn't fight the actual Vietnamese soldiers, the Viet Cong or whatever, Vietnamese.
A proxy war with China, and China's got that big dick energy.
We're just
It was a proxy war with Russia and China.
Russia and China.
we were being dumb.
Yeah.
It was a very dumb war. I think every war since World War II has probably just been a waste of time, right? I mean, can you think of it? That's what we were talking about earlier, but has there been a single one that
No.
I think
led to anything?
one of the Gulf Wars
Gulf War?
had some. There was something that was actually like. So basically, we put a dictator in power, and then he went nuts.
And then we
went over and like tried to take him out. I think we failed. I don't remember that. But
Okay.
Wait.
You're kind of making it sound like it's our fault, though.
It was very much our fault.
So it kind of goes. I mean, I guess
Was that in Iran? There was
I
some.
don't remember. I should know this because my uncle was.
There
in
was
that
some.
war.
There was.
in
Yeah.
Iran.
There
No,
was-
I don't think it was. I don't think the Gulf War. No, the Gulf War was somewhere else. It wasn't Iran.
I don't know.
I don't want to talk about it because we don't know what we're talking about.
There was some dictator we put in Iran.
Yeah, in Iran, yeah.
Saddam Hussein.
And then no. And then the
That was
people,
Iraq.
yeah, the people took it over.
Yeah.
And so we like basically gave him an escape, and then we tried to stage a coup against the people's government
Yeah.
and put him back in power. And they're like, nope.
Yeah. And
They wanted like a theocracy or something.
yeah, we kept fucking with Iran, both America and UK. We just kept fucking with them, and then now they just hate America. But there was a time when the Iranian government was like one of the most wealthy in the world, and everything was like really awesome over there. And then he didn't want to play ball with America and give us a bunch of oil and resources. And America's like, well, fine, okay. And then they got her done, if you know what I'm saying. They went execute code Mater, and they got her done.
Did you know the U.S. tried to assassinate Fidel Castro
Yes.
like over 300 times?
I didn't know that much, but I knew it was a lot.
And they failed. Yeah, they like poisoned his cigars, try to blow up his cigars.
I've been hearing more and more. I won't say reading because I haven't been reading shit lately, but I've been hearing more about people loved Fidel Castro in Cuba.
Yeah.
And the only people who hated Fidel Castro were the rich people who fled Cuba because communism would have fucked them up financially.
Cuba. People say that Cuba's poor because of communism right now.
Well, yeah, it was poor because of all the sanctions on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was poor because we didn't let Russia or anyone else trade with them or do anything.
And that's
And we put a bunch of embargoes on them.
Venezuela's failing right now, and we're
It's the same.
Yeah, we put sanctions on them. It's why?
It's but then people will straight up blame socialism.
Yeah.
It's no, it's literally our
Well,
fault.
every recorded time of where there was a socialist or communist country. Well, I'll say socialist because I think I don't want to get into it. Anyway, anytime there's been a time where socialism was the policy, what do you call it? The style of government.
Economy.
The style of government.
Socialist government, yeah.
America just fucks with them. America just attacks them or puts sanctions on them or does something to ruin it for them. Yeah. Stages a coup, just something to fuck with them. America just won't let any country be socialist or communist, I should say. Because if people think it's good, then
Right.
Yeah.
And that's still going on today. People are still not getting over the Red Scare.
The Red Scare's back alive more than ever. That's what stopped Bernie Sanders from getting elected.
That and Hillary cheating.
Well, yeah.
Well,
yeah, with the DNC and Hillary working together. Just so we know, because people will be like, yeah, just like Biden treated. It's like, well,
McCarthyism's on the rise. Yeah.
What's McCarthyism?
There was this guy who just said that a bunch of people were communists to try and get him like kicked out of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he would just like people like had a lot of faith in him because he would like call out people who were communists, but then after a while he would just call out anyone who disagreed with him. Essentially, they're like, that sounds somewhat vaguely like communism, and then he would like call them out.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I've heard that term. I didn't remember what it meant.
Yeah.
Oh, was that like a 1950s era?
Yeah.
50s, 60s. It might have been more 50s.
We used to have a communist party.
Yeah.
But it was illegal to be in it.
Yeah.
And you got fucking...
No, this is America. We have freedom here, sir.
Yeah.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, unless it's communism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were if someone accused you of being a part of like a communist party or something, you would straight up just be like fucking...
Yeah, the government would hunt you down, basically.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, the Black Panthers and all, like, the civil rights leaders were all, like, hardcore socialists. And they would use the term socialist, and they would say, we need socialism in America, and blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
they were against capitalism. This includes Martin Luther King and everyone else. They were all very socialist. And it's like, oh, maybe the government in the 60s didn't like them very much. I wonder what happened with that.
And then we like gave LSD to Charles Manson.
Yeah.
And Ted Kaczynski. Or Ted... The fucking Unabomber.
Oh shit.
He was a Harvard undergrad who willingly took part in MK Ultra.
Holy shit.
And...
Make sure you guys are talking into the mic loudly.
Yeah. And they pretty much fried his brain, and so he was this brilliant guy with like multiple like PhDs, and so he wrote like, and he'd always kind of held the same beliefs, but then he just went overboard as he got older because his brain got fried by the CIA.
Yeah, because if you guys didn't know, MK Ultra is when the CIA tried to use LSD to brainwash people and mind control them. And that's when they gave LSD to Charles Manson. They didn't they supplied him with LSD.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. And he would give him to all his followers and shit. And then they killed Sharon Tate.
The fact that anyone trusts in the CIA at all just blows my mind.
They also, Tuskegee Airmen. Remember that?
The who?
Tuskegee Airmen.
I don't. What's that?
Well, that's when the CIA gave them all syphilis.
Oh, okay, yeah. They would inject black guys.
Yeah, they gave black people
with
syphilis.
Syphilis. They told them it was a vaccine or something.
Yeah.
Straight up gave them syphilis and did not treat them.
Yeah.
Just to see what would happen.
Yeah. They did stuff here in St. Louis too with the fog, the fake fog off of building rooftops in East St. Louis, because St. Louis is built incredibly similar to most of the cities in Soviet Russia. And so they were simulating what it would be like to drop gas over a Soviet city, and a bunch of black people from that project that they did it off of ended up with multiple types of cancer.
Mm-hmm. And then, did you know Al Capone died from syphilis?
I'd heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That just popped up in my brain. But yeah, that's why black people don't trust vaccines as much as white people.
Yeah,
because the government has fucking lied to them before.
That's why I don't trust vaccines as much as white people. It's because
yeah,
the government's lied to us before.
Get your vaccines, though, guys.
Yeah.
At least for COVID, at least.
I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm just.
Oh, you have to.
Anytime anyone tries to sell something to me that hard, it always just does something in my brain.
I have to talk about my anti-vax friend, but It's weird how many people who are like anti-vax I knew in high school who were so seemingly normal, and then they'll just be like, it's like their moms now. And it's like, first of all, I'm anti-vax. Like, and I'm like, whoa.
I do my own research.
Like they just like come out. They're just like, first of all, and I'm like, you don't realize you're gonna get so hardcore roasted right now.
Yeah.
Like,
You're literally
it's so weird. Like the juxtaposition of like white moms and like all of the white dudes who are like, do you even read theory, bro? And it's like, this combination is not going to work. You can't just go off into astrology and pseudoscience and then talk to these like white dudes who love this shit and they want to make fun of you. That's all they want. Like, I need a reason to make fun of this person.
Yeah.
And you just hand it on a silver platter. Like, don't do that. They don't realize what they're walking into.
Whenever you say you're anti-vax, that's just admitting that you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You're just like, hey, I'm fucking stupid. That's all you're saying. Hey, but guess what? I'm a fucking idiot.
My friend who's like super hardcore against this current vaccine, and the reason why, I'm not just going to say, like, oh, they don't know, but I'm not going to be vague about it. What they say specifically is that this is, it's an operating system that rewrites your DNA like a computer and it controls you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? First of all, what are they going to do? Because a bunch of people already have the vaccine, had it since like February. What is going to change about them? Like,
right.
I got the vaccine. What changed about me? I have a whole podcast to show what I was like a year ago. I think I'm the fucking same. So it's like, what? But it's like, unless it's like Star Wars and they're putting in Order 66, waiting for that right time to kill all the Jedi. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I don't. Why do people think that the government wants to control us so?
Well, they already do.
I think the government does want to control us. I just don't think they can.
But they already control us just with the media. It's not even hard to understand. Like, they just blatantly say what they want us to do and think, and people go, well, shit, I agree. Like, they just repeat stuff over and over and over until you agree with it.
Yeah. Mexicans are rapists and criminals, aren't they? It's like, what the fuck
it's
are you
not
talking
just
about?
And I say media because I mean all of it. The commercials too. Like, people just. I had a friend who was like, well, Bing's better than Google. And we're like, no. And he was like, oh, but on the Bing commercial, they showed, it's a fucking scripted commercial.
Yeah.
What? Like, it makes no sense. People just literally, like, if they see it on TV, they go, oh, I guess that's right. It's like, it's dumb. It's stupid. Everything is like that, though.
Everyone just blatantly trusts ads.
Let's get into your anti-vax friend.
Well, that's what they were saying. They were saying stuff like, it'll rewrite your code and your DNA. Now, this person very, very hardcore believes in astrology. And so it's like, and then, and yeah, I don't know what else to say unless I get my memory jogged. But
we need to get Val on here to roast her about astrology.
No. I'm not going to set her up for a trap.
A trap.
But Val knows that. I mean, she could listen to this, but she's not going to. So you can say what you want. But I mean, she knows none of us believe in it, and she knows we all think it's very stupid.
Yeah.
But then she's like, "Do you want me to read your tarot cards?" Wow. You know what? There's a craze right now online. YouTubers and Twitchers will. That one picture, the famous picture of the girl in the hot tub. I love the hot tub streams, not because I watch them. I love the hot tub streams because it'll be girls, sometimes in bikinis, but a lot of times they're in straight up lingerie, like straight up lacy underwear that you would never swim in ever. And it's like, I'm in a hot tub, so I have to wear really lacy underwear. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But like, at least try to hide it. But I'm not gonna hate on them. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny. But the famous picture that was spread around was this girl reading tarot cards on live stream. She's like, okay, guys, I'm in my bra and thong. I've got my tarot cards out. I'm in the hot tub, indoors, by the computer. We're streaming in the hot tub doing tarot card readings. It's like, This is the most absurd shit. I'm not hating on it because
she totally made like a few $1,000s.
Oh yeah, no, she made the money.
Yeah,
I'm not here to slut shame. I am here to tarot card shame, but I'm pretty sure she's playing the game. I'm pretty sure she's tarot card reading because she understands the meta. That girl's way smarter than me. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's making more. She's making a lot more than me, doing way less work. I'll say that. But my point is that tarot card readings are becoming part of like a trend now online. And what I love about it is that people will do tarot card readings for celebrities or current events, and then multiple will do tarot readings on the same things and get completely different outcomes. Kind of proving this is fucking stupid. Like it's just kind of proving that it's like it's just something to think about versus like what an actual prediction would be. So, and it's to the point where no one can take it seriously because of that reason. You can't take it seriously. It's just, man, you're just doing it because it's fun and you're bored. I don't care. That's fine. But when you're doing it and you really believe in it, and you really believe in astrology, which it starts with, no, it's just fun. But then once a few things happen, they go, wait a minute, this is real now.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't even do it for fun. It's so toxic. And can we start using the word toxic when we talk about astrology, please? It's toxic. No more excuses for astrology. If you're a girl, you're not allowed to date Republican men. And if you're a guy, you're not allowed to let your girlfriend believe in astrology. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Hey,
what?
pee in a cup story.
Oh,
yeah, talk about peeing in a cup.
Yeah.
in the book.
In the book.
And the book.
It's just okay. It's a short story, but I'll get into it. So there was one night where I got really hammered, and I had to pee really bad. Yeah, I got hammered. Like I hammered my thumb. I was trying to hammer a nail, and I hit my thumb. And I had to pee. Yeah, I had to pee so fucking bad.
I always have to pee after hard work.
Yeah. I like literally was about to piss myself, and I try to go to the bathroom, but the door's locked. This is in the dorm, so my suite mate was in the bathroom.
Taking a shit.
I think he was taking a shower, so I was like, okay, I'll just...
with them.
The door is locked, and he was in the shower.
Just knock and say, unlock, I gotta pee.
I didn't think of that. I don't know.
You don't have to look at each other. He's got a shower curtain.
Yeah. And there's a stall, but anyway, I was like, it's not going to take that long. Like, he's been showering for like 10 minutes now, so he's got to be almost done. Fucking swear to God.
Do you stick your dick out the window?
Another 10 minutes goes by, and he's still in the fucking shower.
So wait, you peed in a cup, not for like a drug test. You just peed in a cup.
I peed in a cup because I had to pee so goddamn bad.
What cup? Do you have like a fast food cup or what?
No, I looked around for like plastic bottles, anything, and all I had was like this.
There's no way you had a cup big enough for all your piss.
I had 2 cups.
Did you like?
Did you pee? Did you fill both of them?
In the middle and then like switch, or was it like a
really
quick
fast
switch? Like a
I pinched.
Indiana Jones fucking.
I just stopped peeing and then started peeing in the other cup. But they're like pretty big cups. They're like this big, probably like this wide.
You filled up both, and then you had to do a big pinch. You still had to go after filling up both cups.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what happened?
So I'm still waiting on this fucking guy to get out of the shower. I'm sitting there like literally like this. Like I have to pee so bad. I'm literally like, if I fucking do anything, I'm gonna piss myself. So I'm just like looking around for shit. I see these 2 cups, and I'm like, I could just wash them, right?
So you pee in the cups. He comes out of the shower, and he sits down. You're like exhausted, and you're not really paying attention. He goes, "Oh, sweet Gatorade." Grabs the cup.
No, he's not my roommate.
You say no, and he takes a big swig.
Yeah.
And then he drinks it, swallows it, goes, something's different about this.
And then
he's like,
the next
yeah.
He drinks the other.
He's like, this tastes kind of weird. Takes a sip. Yeah, this is kind of weird.
And then
takes another sip.
And then he goes, oh, there's another cup. Was this for you, Shane? Do you mind? And you say, don't drink that. Wait. And then you think back to how long you had to wait. And you say, "Go ahead, have mine."
Yeah, and he loves it.
He goes, "What? Did you piss in this?" Takes a big drink.
You start selling it to him,
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish your
But
story.
so
Fine.
yeah, I grabbed this cup and I started peeing, and I'm like,
It's not an interesting story, Shane. And not something you want to admit out loud. I just want to say.
well,
No, go ahead. Keep going.
fucking fine.
What happened?
No.
You already said the embarrassing part. Just keep going.
I didn't think it was embarrassing.
You peed in 2 cups. Now what?
No, I was peeing in the first cup, and I was like, this is a lot of pee. I hope I finish before this cup fills up. I did not. And I was like, well, shit, gotta switch cups. So I stopped peeing and started peeing in the other one. And it was filling up. And I was like, I really, really hope that
Yeah, because
I finish peeing soon.
that's what happens.
Because I don't have another cup to pee in.
That's why you never pee in cups.
Why didn't you go outside?
I don't know.
I was on the 3rd floor. I wouldn't make it.
You don't want to pee outside on like a dorm. In a dorm, I don't think.
Yeah.
There's too many people.
I don't know. There's so many. I don't know. How close are you to the woods?
Pretty close.
Like all of SIU is like
Yeah.
right up.
So but you want this man who's holding in a lot of pee to go down 2 flights of stairs
3 flights of
and
stairs.
then go all the way to the woods.
I didn't know he was on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But
I say stick your dick out the window and
Yeah.
call it a day.
this guy takes another fucking 30 minutes in the shower and finally gets out. And so I have to quickly take the cups in the bathroom and dump them out in the toilet and wash them.
It's gross.
Yeah, it was kind of gross.
Wait, you kept the cups?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, you could just wash them out, but
Yeah, I used a lot of soap.
that's not. But I'm not drinking anything at Shane's place now. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't use those cups for the rest of the...
Well, now that you're back home, you went back home, right? Today.
Yeah, I moved out today.
So you took those 2 cups, you poured milk in them, and you just here, Savannah, here, Sophie, have some milk.
And I sat there
And you
with
went,
the...
and you went, drink it, ladies.
You know the...
Drink up.
You know the guy from Breaking Bad that's a meme now?
I mean, there's a lot of memes from
The Hank... Is his name Hank? The cop brother.
the cop brother. I don't think that one's Hank, but
Hank is
the son, right?
no.
No, it's
no,
Hank.
Hank is
The brother-in-law who's a
Heisenberg.
cop.
no. That's
No. I think
Wait, is it? Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
no.
it's
Walter.
Yeah.
Walter is Heisenberg.
Walter is Heisenberg.
Hank
Yeah.
is the cop.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. But there's 2 pictures of him, like, being angry. And then
Oh,
one where
okay.
he's smiling, and
Yeah.
it's in black and white.
Yeah, I've seen that meme. People are using that meme constantly.
That's what I would be like before they drink milk, and then
And
after.
then you're drinking it.
Yeah.
You're like, drink up, smiling. And then,
I saw
then once
one-
they look away, you go.
I saw one that was like,
That man's
numb.
face is great. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one. It was numb digger, and it was him like scowling. And the next was dumb, and it cut off, and he was him smiling.
Yeah.
It was really funny. It cracked me up.
Can we talk about how that last season Breaking Bad was super disappointing, or did we all gonna keep pretending it was a good last season?
I don't remember it.
I haven't seen it.
I don't like.
Oh
how
wait, doesn't he like live in a cabin and then come back or something?
Yeah. He comes back to finish the job, but the cop brother-in-law dies on like such a. They just fucking kill him, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, you just killed him.
Didn't Walter kill him?
No, the like white supremacist guys, like the drug dealer guys that Walter was hanging with, killed him. But they knew that they were family, and Walter's like, "Don't do it." And this is after the cop knew that Walter was Heisenberg. So
I love that.
that show's amazing. That show's
Yeah.
like 5-star god
That
tier
show's-
rating. But the final season, I don't know. I feel like they just wanted to kill everyone off just because it was the last season, and I don't feel like it was written the best for those killing offs. That's all I'm saying.
Have you watched El Camino yet?
Yeah, I liked El Camino.
I haven't watched it yet.
I recommend it. El Camino's good. That is the sequel to Breaking Bad, if you guys didn't know, where it's all about Jesse
Yeah.
because Walter's dead.
Man, I really want to go back and watch. Oh my god.
I would in a heartbeat, dude. Breaking Bad, I need to rewatch it again. I've only watched it one time.
So
But-
have I.
But I watched it after it was already over and like after all the hype was gone.
Me too.
And Better Call Saul was like coming out. That's when I
Yeah.
watched. Yeah. And it was it's awesome.
I watched it right before Better Call Saul came out.
Yeah. I watched it when like season 1 was out, but not 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But My God, dude. Yeah, I've only watched it once, and
It's a great
I
show.
really want to watch it again, dude. That show's fucking. It's so exhausting to watch sometimes, though.
No, I don't. Well, why? Just because of all the stress?
Yeah, it's just so intense and like.
That's why I love it, though.
I know, but it's just like it takes a lot.
Well,
out
that
of
and
you.
like the characters. Like characters are so important. Like you need characters that are good, and I like every character.
Yeah.
I like the fucking like Mexican drug dealer guy in the first season.
Tuco, right?
I think it was Tuco. Yeah, he's in Better Call Saul also.
Yeah.
I like the like half black, half Hispanic guy who's in. He's the guy who's in The Boys, and he's in Mandalorian. He's like the bad guy in both of them.
Yeah.
And he's in Breaking Bad as well. He's like the guy who owns the chicken place.
Yeah. Pollo.
Yeah, and it's like it's a front. Like the chicken
Yeah.
place is that's his like
And
money.
he's like the super bad guy, and he's like horrible.
So the season.
Gordon?
No.
The dude with the glasses, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So that season 4, when they actually kill him off, because he was like their boss for like 2 seasons straight, basically.
Yeah.
When they finally kill him in season 4, that
It's
was
like
that
a
was the
sigh.
perfect ending.
I know.
That's when the show should have just ended right there.
It was like a sigh of
perfect.
relief when he dies.
And then in season 5, I guess they wrote it so that way like Walter White gets his comeuppance. And because if you ended season 4 there, it would have been like a triumphant victory, and he's not supposed to be the hero. And
Yeah.
so I guess that's why they did season 5, but I just did not like how they did this season 5 at all. But it did make El Camino more satisfying because those drug dealer guys needed to die. And so Jesse like finishes the job basically.
My God, I forgot that they like fucking
Oh, yeah.
basically enslaved him.
Yeah. Jesse, that's El Camino is Jesse getting his revenge. You should watch it. And the way it's done is really, it's that same Breaking Bad vibe where it's like, it's not going to be the way you think. It's going to be like dirty and grungy. It even has these great character moments where Jesse needs to do something and someone's like, no, I'm not helping. And he's like, please. And they're like, no. And like, it's just Breaking Bad at its finest. But yeah.
That's what's really good about that show too. Is it's a really dark show.
Yeah.
But the cinematography is really like bright and like
Yeah. Yeah.
moving, not a lot of shadows. Like they
Stuff
like to do
happens
nowadays.
in the day.
Yeah.
It's nice. Well, and it's on set, on location or whatever.
Yeah.
Mostly practical effects, you know. It's good shit. The show's like awesome to watch. Everyone's a comedian. Like all the actors are just fucking comedians. Like
Bill Burr is in that.
yeah, Bill Burr is one of like the bodyguards. The other bodyguard was also a comedian. I can't think of his name. That huge fucking dude. Man, that show is just like so good. Yeah, Bob Ardrick is Saul for Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
He's a
I heard
fucking
Better
comedy
Call-
legend.
I heard Better Call Saul was really good too.
I didn't like it as much, but I've heard it gets better at like season 2 and gets. I watched part of season 2 though.
You did?
I think I watched all of season 1 and 2. I just didn't watch season 3, but I've heard season 2 and 3 are good.
I've heard it's really
But
like it.
yeah, eventually
I've heard it's just as good as Breaking Bad.
eventually he does start representing like Tuco and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it's really really fucking good. It's like just
Oh
as
yeah,
good as Breaking
that
Bad.
that bald old man character.
Yeah,
he
he's fucking
plays a
awesome.
big part in Better Call Saul.
I love his character from Breaking Bad.
Again, there's so many good fucking characters, and that's what makes it work. Like
He's
great characters plus great stories plus great cinematography. You got good television.
who is he?
You need all of it though.
Is
That's
he
what
the-
makes The Boys good too. Is like I love everyone on screen. I just
Right.
love everything about it.
Is I think his name was like Mike or something. Is he the bodyguard for the
He's-
guy who runs El Pollo?
Yeah,
So he's also like a bad guy, but you still like him.
he's morally correct. Like the things he does and why he does them make sense. Like
Yeah. But he's so fucking badass. He's very badass.
I think he's in season 5 too, isn't he? He like works with Walter.
He like dies.
Yeah.
Walter kills him.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I want to ask you guys: have you guys watched Invincible yet?
No, I really want
It's like
to.
5 episodes in.
Joey finished it and said it's amazing. I haven't started it yet.
I watched.
It is incredible so far.
Oh yeah,
It's supposed to get better by the last episode.
you gonna watch episode 1 tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've been meaning to watch it too. I just keep putting it off.
yeah, I have to.
It looks amazing.
I watched a Moist Critical,
Yeah.
a Moist meter on it, and he was like, "It's the best fucking show I've ever seen." Apparently, the fight scenes are really fucking cool and
All
well
I watched-
animated.
When the first episode came out, all I watched was like that first brutal fight, and Jeremiah probably knows what I'm talking about. I was like, wow, okay.
The fight scenes have a similar vibe as Spider-Verse did, where it looks like a comic book, but it looks like an animated comic book.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, like, Critical was saying that, like, and you know how in anime they'll like do 2 attacks, and then they'll like talk. Yeah. And this one is just like fighting, no talking. It's just like an animated fight scene where they just beat the shit out of each other.
Well,
and he said it's fucking awesome.
A good fight scene can tell you a lot. The thing is, like, you can do visual storytelling. That's what I like about, like, King Kong and Godzilla. Like, when they fought each other, it's like, you see what they're planning, and they're not saying it out loud. Like, in anime, they would say, oh, I should do this, because then he'll do that. Sometimes that's good, too. But I kind of like figuring it out as I'm watching it. Like, that's what Star Wars Episode 3 didn't have. Star Wars Episode 3 was just like random attacks that for no reason. I like visual storytelling for sure. So I haven't watched it yet. I just remember when after that first episode dropped, I was like, oh, we need to watch this. Like,
yeah,
this is a big deal, and I just never watched it.
After I watched that Moist Meter, I was like, I need to fucking watch this right now. I really want to.
So Shane kicked me off his HBO Max because he's a piece of shit. And so I put on Amazon Prime and I saw it on there and I was like, oh yeah, Invincible.
Yeah, it's only on Amazon Prime. I looked it up.
But then I was looking through all of Amazon Prime's horror movies and they have like a great selection of movies that aren't on Netflix or HBO. And
Amazon?
Yeah. Amazon has some fucking amazing horror movies on right now. They also have some like those stupid crazy B movies that are like super gory and like crazy, like just like made for fans just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like Turbo Kid is on there and stuff. That's a movie T2 told me to watch a long time ago.
Turbo Kid?
Turbo Kid. It's just like this kid who like basically becomes like Mega Man, but it's like really gory. He just like kills people. Like he's a good guy. He's killing bad guy. You know?
Yeah.
I want to watch a movie like that where it's just like the kill scenes make you go, oh. Yeah. I want to watch that.
Like what was that, Mandy?
Mandy was
weird.
I
liked it.
It was fun, but like it got some moments in there where we were like
yeah.
It had like really weird. It was trying to zone you out. It was trying to put you in like a trance like state. I that's how I felt. I felt like it was trying to put me in a certain state of mind. Like it was trying to hypnotize me or something.
Yeah.
Not that
it's like closing your eyes and putting on headphones and listening to like psychedelic rock kind of stuff where it gets all weird in your head. It's that exact vibe, but in like a movie. It's
like really hard to see on purpose. It's like all like very fuzzy and hazy on purpose. Really dark.
You don't know what's going on.
The sounds are like super like weird and droned out. Like remember when he killed the final guy and it's like echoey and loud and he's like, I am a god. Yeah. And he's like, no, I'll kill you. And it was like really weird.
Yeah.
That whole movie was full of like moments like that that just made you like confused as fuck. But I like that moment kind of makes you like question reality a bit.
Yeah.
Not the reality in the real world, the reality of the movie, sadly. But because they like thought his girlfriend was like this like godlike queen person and he had to fuck her.
Right.
And then like they actually fight and it's like crazy fights. And then like it's like the movie's somewhat realistic and then he like gets that axe built and it's like this crazy fucking weapon. That was awesome.
It was
though.
Like a chainsaw axe, right? Like
no,
one end was a
he just had like this super crazy battle axe, but it wasn't like a traditional axe. It was like weird, crazy looking blade.
Yeah.
But there was a chainsaw battle.
Yeah.
Him and another guy both had chainsaws, and they just started swinging them like swords. We're doing a chainsaw sword fight. It was like I'm glad I watched it. But I won't say it's like a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. I won't say anything like that, but it was like a solid, worth watching 3 out of 5 movie.
I'd go with that, yeah.
Yeah. But like it's one of those things where it's like Yeah, I think it's worth watching still.
Yeah, it's very.
If you want to see like crazy action and chainsaw fights and blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was like the cult. You were like, this guy's full of shit. He's a loser. He's just trying to fuck this dude's girlfriend. That's all this is. And then he's like, I'm gonna summon these assassins. Like dudes from the shadows appear. Like I'm watching a different movie now.
Yeah.
It waits like an hour into it before like supernatural shit just starts happening.
But it wasn't even supernatural. It was all an acid trip.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. It makes you like question like what is even real anymore. Because like his girlfriend, it's like again everything's like normal. They're a normal couple, but then it's like one day she just walked out of the water and she was in my life. And it's like, wait. You should have said that earlier. She came from the water? Why didn't you say that earlier? That's how you found her. Yeah. He's like an anime protagonist. He just like happens upon this one mystical person and he's like, I'm just going to live my normal little life. But instead, because it's an American horror movie, she gets killed by a cult.
Right.
And then he kills everyone in the cult. Which doesn't bring her back. It's not really... But I mean, I guess the cult people needed to die. So.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you do that?
He's doing a good... Yeah, I would. I would be like, blacksmith, I need you to make me a fucking sweet axe, bruh. And also the scenes where he was like drinking like Jack straight from the bottle... That was like real. Like he was actually like fucking shit faced when he's like destroying his like bathroom or whatever, and he's just like crying, and that's all real. Sometimes movies be like that. The actors are like actually hurt themselves because they're just trying to commit to the role.
Nick Cage is actually a really good actor who's like terrible with money.
Oh yeah,
that's why he's in all these shit movies.
I'm glad he didn't have enough money when Kick-Ass happened because I thought he was great in Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I'm glad they had I'm glad he was like the big name for Kick-Ass because like that worked out well. But a lot like there's a movie that's basically just like Five Nights at Freddy's, but Nick Cage just like kills all the characters, and it's just him doing like one-on-one fights with all the robot animals and just brutally killing them to the point where it's like everything that makes Five Nights at Freddy's interesting is gone because instead of being like a scary movie, it's just a guy beating the shit out of robots. But after he kills one, he just stays working there. He just goes back to being a janitor. And then he kills another one and goes back to cleaning. Kills another one, goes back to... It's like, dude, leave. Why are you finishing your shift? Or go hunt them down. It's really unbelievable. Like, it's impossible to relate to this character.
Yeah.
So, yeah, his problem is that he made a bunch of really bad purchases. Like, really bad... and then he went bankrupt, and then the bank told him basically that he had to take any job he was offered in order to pay them back. And so now anytime he gets offered a movie, he pretty much has to accept it, and he ends up in these really shit movies where they give him a really shit role. And then he'll end up in cool stuff like Kick-Ass and Spider-Verse and...
Okay, yeah. It's so weird that he's in that movie, too. Who is Nick Cage? Is he Noir Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wanted to say it was someone else for a second. I was like, no. I know he's the old one. Yeah, so I was looking up a movie from 2002 because this is back when Nick Cage was a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
And the movie's called Adaptation, where he plays twins, so he's both of them. And what I love about the movie is it's about like a writer, and he's trying to write a movie the whole time. And the twin brother's like, okay, but what if you made it like at the end of the movie, it was like none of it was even real? Wouldn't that be fucked up? And then the other Nick Cage is like, what? It has to lend itself to like the plot, otherwise it's not relevant. He's like, yeah, I know, but don't you want to put like a mind fuck in there? And then at the end of the movie, you have that moment where you're like, wait a minute, was any of this real? It's really cool. Like, if you really listen to the dialogue, the way the movie's done. Adaptation is a really great Nick Cage movie. We should watch it sometime. I've only watched it once for film class. Goddamn. I was like, I'm a believer in Nick Cage. It's just, yeah, it's like you said, he just does a lot of like C-list, B-list movies now.
Yeah. I'm ready for
this is an R-rated
Nick
like gore
Cage,
stuff.
Brendan Fraser, and like I don't know,
Fat
like,
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, just like but like a collab movie.
Yeah.
They all come back all at once.
Man, imagine if the Ghost Rider Nick Cage movies actually like got to be part of the Marvel canon. Like instead of like them redoing the X-Men and Fantastic Four movies, like everything Fox owned just straight up is a part of the cinematic universe now. And Nick Cage is just on screen with all these other like big actors that we all love now, and he's just like, yeah, I'm the Ghost Rider. And he's like this fucking fat piece of shit. And he's like, I'm the Ghost Rider. And he gets like the flaming skull. God damn it. Why was he Ghost Rider? Even when I was a kid, I was like, this is a weird acting, or like a weird casting choice. Like, why was he Ghost Rider?
Who would you cast him as in like a Marvel movie?
If I had to make Nick Cage a superhero? Ooh. Honestly, maybe even U.S. Agent would be better, like a good one.
Yeah.
I know you haven't watched Falcon and Winter Soldier yet, Shane, but you know the concept of U.S. Agent, right? Like, he's just like a dirtier, more Black Ops Captain America.
He's like Punisher mixed with Captain America.
Yeah. But yeah, he just does the stuff that like America needs him to do on the down low. And yeah, I don't know, because I would say Iron Man, but like Robert Downey Jr. is actually the more real Tony Stark because he actually like
did it in real life. Yeah,
he really did have like an alcohol and drug addiction that like fucked up his entire career. Like he actually had the rise and fall, and then like Iron Man had the rise back. His return rise back was literally Iron Man the movie, which is why Disney was like, either this movie's gonna do well or it's gonna flop, and you're either gonna be fucking cool or not. Also, the reason why like there's so many shitty Marvel video games, but only at that time, and then after there's like no Marvel movie games, is because in order to fund Iron Man 1, they had to sell the rights to the games for Thor, Captain America, Iron Man. Like they had to do all the game movie rights right out the gate just to fund that one movie, and then that one movie was so successful they could actually fund other shit. Sadly, they already had the rights to the Hulk movie to Miramax, so it was like a Marvel Disney Miramax collaboration with that first Hulk movie, which is why it feels like the other Hulk movie.
Yeah.
And but theoretically, if Iron Man didn't do well, then the other movies would have probably been that way too. They probably would have been like, this one is this studio, this one's that studio, and it might not have all blended together as well. Luckily, we kind of have that now with Sony with Venom, because they want to eventually have Spider-Man and Venom meet, and those two universes are not the same.
They're not compatible.
But they're gonna try eventually, which kind of defeats the purpose, because people like Venom in its own right now, because Venom is so different and unique.
I'd like to see the R-rated cut. It was supposed to be an R-rated movie. Well,
maybe thanks to the Snyder Cut, more studios will release R-rated cuts. Well, like Logan and Deadpool did well, and I think that's why they were doing Venom, right? Because of those movies' success. But then they chickened out last second, which is dumb, because Venom was popular in the 90s and 2000s, and I don't think he's popular. Like, I don't think he was popular anymore. The only people who liked him were like the people who grew up with Venom, right?
Right. Like,
so now you have a new audience to market to.
Right?
Yeah, that's probably.
You could have just made R-rated Venom.
But the thing is, you could.
But we don't buy toys
whenever they cut.
Yes, we do.
I mean, look at that case. Like Tyler's.
I don't buy exclusively superhero toys, but like I had some superhero stuff. But I mean, adult men specifically buy fucking toys. That's what they fucking do.
Yeah.
What do you call guns? Hey. Anyway.
Honestly, guns are toys.
Yeah, no. Well, people were like, I buy it for self-defense. Just admit it's fun to shoot targets. It is. Guns are fun to shoot. It's not. There's nothing wrong with admitting that. But then you have to admit that we need like restrictions on them. Yeah. And people don't want to do that. But guns are fun to shoot. I've shot an AK-47. It was fun as hell. I shot a Colt 45. It was fun as hell. That thing's great because when you shoot it, it fucking flies like way in the air. It's great. It's awesome.
We all need to go to Joey's and shoot down.
I forgot the Mauser. I think it was like German rifle from World War II. It might not be German. It might be something else.
The Mosin?
Mosin?
Or are you talking about Joey?
No. I shot with my dad.
Okay.
My dad has a bunch of guns. And that thing was like, you shoot it like 3 times and your arm's like done for the day. And you're like, okay, no more. Luckily, it only has like 5 bullets in it, so
Yeah.
you're fine. Yeah.
We need to go out to Joey's and shoot guns.
Hey. Trying to do my redneck voice, but I can't do it now.
We
need to go out there, shoot them damn rabbits up with my AR-15 ACOG scope extended magazine. Bump stock that I 3D printed and
bump stock.
Put that bump stock on there and shoot it real fast, real good.
But yeah, we should all go to Joey's and shoot again.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good time.
Shooting guns is a lot of fun, but yeah, that's why it should be. Come on, dude. Yeah. We don't need to talk about guns. We've done that many times. Point is that you might be a redneck if you fuck your cousin. Okay, goodbye.